But the truth of the matter is that the work of changing the culture in the workplace, nobody's doing that work. So it's important to do this in churches to change mindset, and it's important to work in hospitals. All of these places are important. But 8 hours a day is a lot of time to change the people around you so that they can receive reintegrating citizens with the grace that we're called for in those situations.
Sessions like this won't do that work, which means we have to figure out how are we reshaping the narrative? How are we informing the ideology around incarceration and formerly incarcerated people? I mean, it's not, the spaces that we do life most often are spaces that carry most of the biases that we try to push against, right? We live in spaces that are patriarchal, that are homophobic, that are racist, that are anti-incarcerated person, right? I don't know what the exact phrase for that should be but we live in those spaces that cause us to fear, and to spaces that add to the criminalization of black bodies. So you're right. There has to be a larger project for shifting the narrative, which I think is, we have to figure out how we talk about what it means to be human, right? And that may sound very platitudinous, that may sound idealistic, but I think that's the work. How are we helping people re-see human being? What it means to be human. It's, and again, I don't have the answer to it, but you're naming something that is a part of the answer, is that we have to do this work out loud. We have to do it in public in ways that we don't have the opportunity to do in this particular moment. There was one other thing that I thought was important to name, and that is the fact that we fear people who have come home from prison is the easiest example of how we know prisons don't work. Because we claim we send people to prison to be rehabilitated, and when they come home, we treat them like they haven't changed. That is our way of admitting that we know the system is not working. We know it's not real. I mean, it's the open secret that prisons don't do what we claim that they do, and the fact that we still fear people when they come home from decades of rehabilitation is our way of saying we know it's not working. We're just not bold enough to actually name it and fix it, even if that fixing means prisons got to go and we need something more therapeutic, something more health-based, something more trauma responsive in its place.
Amen.